Hello, everyone. I've been thinking a lot about creativity lately, and I wanted to just take a moment to get some of my thoughts out. While you're listening to this, you'll be watching me do a painting on my iPad that I completed recently. So enjoy that, and let's just get right into it. You know, the creative online community, photographers, really the whole art world have sort of been turned upside down as of late by this whole new technology of artificial intelligence. And this video isn't about that. In fact, I'm kind of done consuming content about that at the moment and probably won't make any for a little bit. But there's this distinct sense that maybe it doesn't make sense to be creative anymore. It doesn't make sense to take photographs or make art or write stories or make music because now computers can do it, or at least in the very near future, they'll be able to do it really, really well. And that's all I'll really say about AI, but I think that sort of mentality and that sort of opinion kind of actually misses the point about what human creativity is and why we do it in the first place. For those of us who see ourselves as creative people, we're often motivated externally. We like to learn to take better photographs, to draw, to make music, or whatever else that we do, so that ultimately we can share it with other people. And while I don't think there's anything wrong with that, of course, I think that orientation, a lot of times is kind of a mistake, and it's a trap that we fall into. Photography, for example, has given me a medium and a reason to literally explore the world. And I've been so fortunate to be able to see places that are outside of my own country, and it's been such a privilege to do that. And those experiences have been so enhanced by the fact that I also get to capture them with my camera. It helps me see the places that I go completely differently, and honestly far more deeply than I would if I was just there, taking it all in without a camera. The act of taking photos actually enriches my experience of travel and honestly of my life as well. Painting or drawing is another example of just this personal enrichment. I paint or draw almost every day. No one really often sees these. I may share a few more of them on the channel. We'll see what happens. But primarily, this stuff lives in my sketchbook or on my iPad, and that's mostly where it stays. I guess what I want to drive home is that making art or taking photographs isn't just an opportunity for you to share what you've done with the world or with other people. It's not just an opportunity to be respected for it or noticed. In fact, I think those benefits are the least of what you have to gain through your creativity and the things that you make. This isn't a new idea. I'd also encourage you to read a book called Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. And also there's a YouTube channel called Sketchbook School by Danny. I forget his last name now, but he has a lot of content about what I'm about to talk about as well. Anyway, my point is that making art primarily actually isn't for other people. And it certainly isn't about doing it better than someone else or better than a computer or because a computer can't. The gift of it, honestly, is a lot more personal. I don't consider myself an artist, really, or anything. It took me half a decade to even take a photograph I was happy with. But here's the thing. Your art and your creativity is very much for you, and it needs to be for you. Whether you take landscape photos, you write songs in your basement, whether you're working on a novel, or you enjoy poetry, or illustrating, painting, whatever it is. I just wanted to take a second to encourage you to stay engaged with it. Don't expect it to make you famous or rich or gain you praise on the internet. It might, that could happen, but its greatest value is just for you. Making things is even therapy. It actually even helps people treat themselves for trauma and PTSD. Making things is relaxing. It puts you in a state of flow that is scientifically proven to improve your mental health and well-being. Making things helps you understand the world and yourself better, which is immensely valuable, even if it happens just a little bit at a time. It's a chance to do something that matters to you and then sit back and listen, read, or look at the thing you poured yourself into. It's a process you can enjoy without anyone ever even knowing you made something at all. So I think maybe don't ask it to make you famous or rich or to earn you likes on social media or praise from strangers. I know that might sound strange from a person who puts a lot of their photographs on YouTube. But, actually, to that point, I'm now kind of learning that I actually need to steer my YouTube channel into a direction that is more fulfilling for me personally. I've been making a lot of content this year that I thought other people would like, and if I'm honest, I think that was actually a mistake, and it's time to sort of dial that back and rein it in and start really serving my creative needs with this channel as well. Anyway, my point is that your creativity's greatest value is just for you. It's cheaper than going to therapy. It's safer than drugs. And honestly, it's a hell of a lot more fun. So I just wanted to encourage you to keep going, and whatever you do, don't quit making things.